Hey, this is Mass Sex with a brand new fairy tale fierce fight video. And yes, I'm a little delayed on this, been a super busy week, behind on all my videos for everything I cover. But in that time I was gone, they dropped Leo. Yeah, damn cool character. We need to talk about this. But there's some irony with this character, and if there is even a necessity to even build this character given where we're at. And let's talk about that and break down the character. Now, before we go into it, it's our standard banner. So you're going to have a guaranteed pull to get Leo at both 200 and 500, which is some incentive, of course, to pull on him if you want him. But let's talk about this character. Now, first off, Leo is a light character, which is problematic to begin with. Why? Look at who we have in light. If you pulled on Laxus, you've got a damn good light character already. You've been getting shards of Makarov already, who's also a very good light character. And of course, you can't forget Jalal. Even though it's split on Jalal, still has that ability. So do you need that type of breaker for shields in the game? Have you already invested in Laxus? So yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, even when you look at Arya, I mean, there are solid light characters in this game. Now, I went ahead and pulled somewhat on him. Haven't decided how far or how deep I'm going to go into Leo because my Jalal and Laxus are so well built at this point. But let's take a deep dive into this character. So looking at the character's skills, okay, you got the first one, Leo charges forward to unleash Leo's light wave, dealing light physical damage equal to 109% P attack. Of course, that's scaling, plus 696 to enemies within a straight line in front. And on that one, as you can see, it's got a CD of 12 seconds, which is not bad. And then you've got his next skill, okay? Leo emits a dazzling light, granting himself shield and mightiest release. The shield is damage equal to 550 plus 51% P attack, lasts for 25 seconds. This is really the focal point for his kit, Leo. Why is that? Because the ability to make this perpetual, and we'll talk about that some more. Then you've got Leo's raid. Leo performs a combo punch in front, followed by a fierce charge, dealing light P damage equal to 158% P attack, plus 1,000 to enemies within a straight line in front while inflicting stun. So it's nice. He's got a stun on his kit too. Then you've got Leo's impact. Leo executes the Leo's impact combo and then charges up his power to unleash the radiance of Leo, knocking back his enemies while dealing light P damage equal to 196% P attack, plus 1,316. Both of those green figures, as always, are scaling to where the character's at, to enemies within a straight line in front. Casting this skill also grants control immunity. So he has a nice kit, okay? His leader skill enhances light attack. Not the best, not what I would like out of a leader skill, unless of course you were going to run a triple light team. Then you may consider it. Outside of that, I put that in the lower tier of leader skills. And you've got his passive. When having mightiest release, Leo has a 100% chance to reset the duration of mightiest release upon hitting enemies with Leo's light wave, Leo's raid, or Leo's impact. See, there's your perpetual ability to keep that going. So you're going to be looking to basically reset Leo's brilliance by making that contact. And if you look at the CDs of Leo's brilliance, it's 60 seconds. No wonder, because the point is to circumvent it going away with that passive. But you got a 12-second CD there. You've got an 18-second, and then you've got a 24-second. So you're probably looking at that skill one as your way to keep going over it. But he's got that pushback, and you're just going to have to make sure that you're close enough to your opponent's character that you're against at that time to make sure you're going to be able to activate that pursuant to the passive. It's nice. it's really nice. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. Leo is a very good character, especially when you step him up. That's where he becomes really somewhat crazy and very much a ramping up character. So let's talk about that, okay? Lucky Bond. Aptitude reaches R. When Leo maintains Mightiest Release for 15 seconds, he gains Mightiest Release Defense. Mightiest Release Defense is basically increases P defense and M defense by 20%. Then you've also got Aptitude reaches SR. When Leo maintains Mightiest Release for 25 seconds, he gains Mightiest Release Crit Damage, which increases crit damage by 40%. The status ends with Mightiest Release. And then, of course, at SSR, when Leo maintains Mightiest Release for 40 seconds, he gains Mightiest Release Attack Speed, and each basic attack reduces all skill CD by 1.8 seconds, which is really nice, and increases the attack speed by 30%. So he's going to get stronger as the game progresses, but again, you have to have him here. But the hope is that you have Leo's Brilliance constantly active to keep him alive. And you're just cycling through, and then he's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah, solid character. I think he's definitely a manual-based character. I would not trust the auto system in places where you have no choice. It gets worrisome. But again, if you're playing manual, it's not going to be that difficult to keep Leo's Brilliance going with that passive, with the CD times, especially with skill 1. So yeah, he's a really good character. And you know, my problem is he's light, okay? And the fact of the matter is, we just have so many good light characters. And the first thing you gotta think about to yourself is, where are the holes now currently in my teams? Probably not light. Now, if you are lacking in light, then Leo is a character to definitely consider. But I find it hard to believe people that have been playing this game know that. To me, this seems more like a character if you have invested already in Jalal and Laxus. You know, you might pick up a copy to have them and slowly pick them up as banners repeat. Unless you just complete, gotta have them, go for it. Good character, but I just don't think, given the state of the game with who we have right now for that element, it just doesn't make any sense unless you're starting brand new and this is a first banner that you have. And I know from personally, you know, Jalal and Laxus are already staples for me, as well as Makarov. Those three I use all the time interchangeably, marrying onto the content I'm playing, and I'm still currently working on, I got Arya up, and I mean, I just don't need another solid yellow light character at this time. So for most, to me, this is a hard skip due to that, unless you're lacking in light characters at this time. If you pick him up, he's a good character. Just be conscientious of his animation times. He's definitely better played manually, especially on keeping that rotation going to keep that skill 2 going at all times. But yeah, good character. I'm sure a lot of people are pulling on just because who it is, but definitely better than Angel, at least in my opinion. You know, that's my 2 cents. But in the end, I think this is probably a skip banner for a lot of people, or get a copy because I want to have one. But yeah, I've already got solid light characters. I don't need another one at this time. I'm going to focus on my weaknesses first. So let me know if you pulled on this banner, if you're building Leo or not. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.